When Ron McLarty, known for his work as a character actor and voiceover artist, penned his debut novel, The Memory of Running, he faced challenges in finding a publisher. Undeterred, he opted to release it as an audiobook instead. It was this audiobook that caught the attention of none other than Stephen King, who highlighted McLarty's work in his Entertainment Weekly column. Thanks to King's endorsement, McLarty secured a publishing deal in 2004. The Memory of Running follows the journey of its protagonist, Smithy Ide, through a kind of coming-of-age tale set in 1990s Rhode Island, despite Smithy already being middle-aged. Through Smithy's first-person narrative, readers witness his transformation from a man resigned to a passive existence to one rediscovering his identity and embracing hope for the future. The novel serves as both a psychological exploration and a literal journey. Smithy Ide is portrayed as an obese, chain-smoking, and lonely individual who, at 43, has settled for a lackluster life working as a leg and arm inspector in a doll factory in East Providence. Despite his 2 decades of setbacks, Smithy's engaging personality shines through his humorous and self-deprecating narrative voice. He candidly acknowledges his shortcomings and displays empathy and kindness towards others. While the novel unfolds non-linearly, recounting various periods in Smithy's life, this summary follows a chronological progression. As a young man, Smithy was tall, skinny, and athletic, cherishing fond memories of his love for running. Despite not being the brightest, he possessed a remarkably tolerant and open-minded demeanor, even amidst the challenges posed by his older sister Bethany's schizophrenia, which intermittently disrupted their family's happiness with its uncontrollable manifestations. He recalls her being bullied by other children, and the futile attempts of her doctors to aid her, sometimes with predatory motives. Eventually, she morphed into a manipulative and disruptive force within the family. Frequently, she would vanish for days on end, forcing Smithy and his parents to halt everything to search for her. Living next door was Norma, a girl who harbored a puppy love affection for Smithy. Despite being 4 years his junior, he mostly found her mildly irritating. Nonetheless, she was a constant presence in his family, particularly bonding with his father over baseball debates. Smithy is haunted by the memory of snapping at Norma one day, only to find her struck by a car the next, confining her to a wheelchair ever since. Consumed by guilt, Smithy opted to avoid her altogether thereafter. After graduating high school, he was drafted into the Army for Vietnam. Proudly, he refrained from ever firing his rifle. However, due to administrative blunders, he found himself in a combat zone where he miraculously survived being shot 27 times during a restroom break. Awarded a Purple Heart and enduring a lengthy recovery period, he succumbed to apathy towards life, resulting in his weight soaring to 279 pounds. Following the tragic death of his parents in a car accident, while sorting through his father's belongings, Smithy stumbled upon a formal letter announcing the discovery of his long-lost sister Bethany's demise in Los Angeles. Reeling from these 3 losses, Smithy impulsively retrieves his old Raleigh bicycle from the garage and coincidentally reunites with Norma. The encounter is awkward, yet she surreptitiously slips him her phone number. On the initial attempt, Smithy can only pedal as far as his old fishing spot, eventually collapsing from exhaustion on the embankment. The following morning, armed with a bunch of bananas, cans of tuna fish, a bottle of water, a map, and the letter regarding Bethany's passing, Smithy embarks on a cross-country journey by bike. As he gradually sheds weight and steers clear of cigarettes and alcohol, Smithy shares anecdotes about the individuals he encounters along the way. Witnessing his innate compassion and capacity for forgiveness, we witness Smithy's journey towards self-forgiveness. During his travels, Smithy collides with a softball game and meets Father Benny, who mistakes him for a homeless person, extends hospitality, and imparts words of encouragement. Later, he is struck by a driver who, upon revealing his terminal illness, invites Smithy to stay with him. However, following the man's demise, Smithy faces unwarranted accusations of theft from the deceased's doctor, resulting in a confrontation with law enforcement. While camping in Colorado, Smithy rescues a boy trapped in a harrowing snowstorm, ensuring his survival through the night. Upon their rescue the next day, Smithy is unjustly branded a pervert by apprehensive mothers, inadvertently enduring a gunshot wound to the neck from an overzealous deputy. Eventually exonerated, Smithy's heroic actions earn the gratitude of the boy's family. In a segment of his journey, Smithy hitchhikes with a truck driver who shares a profoundly traumatic past. His older brother's drug-induced violence alters Smithy's perspective on his own life. Across his journey, Smithy begins calling Norma, detailing his adventures. She offers financial assistance and attentive ears, catalyzing Smithy's rediscovery of resilience and self-worth through recounting his experiences. The narrative culminates in a reunion between Smithy and Norma, this time with romantic undertones, marking the conclusion of their transformative journey together. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.